Hello there and welcome to this channel update, the first one for 2024. I hope you're all keeping well and Happy New Year, even if a bit belated. But yeah, I think it's still valid, it's fine. So just wanted to go through what's coming up on the channel, just give you a bit of an overview of what I've been working on and what's coming up. And for those, I did put American Civil War Epic Battles report up a couple of weeks ago. So if you haven't seen that, go and check that out. I've had some really nice comments and feedback and likes already on that one, so do appreciate that. And that was in celebration of the fact that the channel is now 1 year old. So I launched the channel last January, and we started with the American Civil War epic battles, so thought continue with that. And to be fair, for that particular system now, I've got so much painted, so much done. I think for the year ahead, there'll be plenty of battle reports coming up. I don't need to do a load of painting anymore. I've got a few units to do here and there, but pretty much got the collection where I want it to be, so I can just really start to explore some different games. There's still quite a few scenarios in the Glory Hallelujah book which I haven't done, which I'm going to do. I also found some online, some guys have done different scenarios which you can download for free, so I've got a couple of those to look at. So plenty to do for that, so don't worry, that's all going to keep going through the year, but again, I'll try and space it out a little bit. Still got Napoleonics to do, so again, if you followed me last year, I did my campaign where I was building up my Napoleonic forces, so that's again pretty in a decent place, I feel. So again, I'll be doing some more battle reports and a little bit of painting around that to do for the year. But I thought for this year, there's 2 or 3 things I really wanted to kind of get in from just, this is for me really, and obviously I'll share what I'm doing. So I'll do some other videos on these projects because there's 3 now. But I'll kick off with what happened over Christmas. So for Christmas, I got Santa Claus turned up with a big bag of stuff from Warlord Games. Thank you very much, Santa, Mrs. Santa. So I basically picked up Black Seas, Master and Commander. Been looking at this for about 12 months now, but just got so much on, I just couldn't really justify getting into it. Basically, this is kind of black powder for the high seas, yeah. So it's a cracking game. I've watched a few battle reports online on YouTube and had a look around, see what people are doing, and it looked such a fun game to play. So I thought I'd pick myself up a copy of that starter set. It's really good value for money as well. You obviously get the rule book, which is here. It's not too thick. So, the rules are pretty straightforward actually. You've got some kind of the basic rules and there's advanced rules. It depends how much you want to immerse yourself in the world of ships. I'm not as into the Navy in particular, but it's a fascinating period, that kind of late 1700s into 1800s. So yeah, it's a fascinating period of warfare and naval history. So and the models are really nice as well. So that was for Christmas, and then basically for New Year, Warlord were doing quite a few deals, and it's like you can't resist. So I got a bit of money for Christmas as well. So I managed to pick up a few. So the merchant ships arrived in the New Year, much to my wife's raised eyebrows. So I picked up a few things. So there was some deals on. So I picked up some more Royal Navy third rates, which are basically big frigates. Also, there were some ships of renown. So I've basically got HMS Victory, which I'm a little bit scared about making, modelling, painting and all that, but we'll see how we get on. Also HMS Sovereign as well. There was a couple of other ones in there as well. So that was a really good deal on those. So I picked up those, and then also, not to leave the French out, because the army I've got is the French, or Navy should I say. Need to get my terms right. So again, I picked up some third-rate ships for the French, and L'Orient, I think, which is a famous ship, which I believe was destroyed at the Battle of the Nile. So hopefully it might last a little bit longer in my hands, but there you go. So lots of painting to do. I will actually, at the end of this video, I will flip around just to show you what the painting I've been done. And there is already, because I've had a few games already, it's really good fun. It's so easy to pick up. If you've played Black Powder, if you've played those kind of Warlord game systems, or Hell Seas or whatever, then it's really not that difficult to pick up. So really good fun game. You don't need a lot of models either. So I did that, and also I picked up the supplement Black Seas, which is basically like a campaign book. And again, this depends how you want to immerse yourself. So this is where you can do various campaigns, or you can build up your character from kind of a lieutenant up to admiral, whatever. So different build your ships up and different rules. So really good fun. So again, I've got loads to do on this. So we're seeing some Black Seas on the channel. And the other 2 projects, and again, I'll do separate videos on these because otherwise we'll be here for hours. I'm a big fan of Bolt Action. It's a great game. I've only done one video I think for the channel, but I really do like playing that game. So, and I've really wanted to do the Battle of the Bulge campaign. So I picked up the supplement for that off Warlord, and it is great. It's really good. There's loads of scenarios in there. I've got basically, so now I'm really focused on getting some winter terrain. I've got a winter map. I've got a winter battle map ready, and I'm busily kind of painting up troops and terrain for that. And again, I'll probably do some of that on the channel as well. And then the third bit was Hail Caesar. So I really like Hail Caesar. Basically anything from Warlord at the moment I love. So and I picked up, this was last year, in fact I picked these up last March I think. I picked up the Viking and Saxon starter sets, and it's taken me this long to really get myself into a position of painting. So I've been painting over Christmas and the New Year, and I've now got quite a bit of Vikings done, quite a bit of the Saxons done, so I'm nearly ready. And again, I had a few test games, and it's a really great system. So there's that to come as well. So loads going on. Again, American Civil War Epic, that's going to be, you know, the mainstay, and that will still be here, and plenty of that coming on the channel, and again Napoleonics as well. But it'd be nice to do a few other things for myself, and if you guys enjoy it, great stuff. So so I'll stop just there because I've been rambling for 6 or so minutes. So I'll flip the camera around. We'll have a quick look at what I've been painting for Black Seas, and go from there. Okay, so try and ignore all the Americans and Germans in the background. They weren't part of this. They were going to be another video. So this is basically what you got in the starter set. So I managed to get it all painted up, which is unusual for me. I normally get a few things done and then move on, but I'm just stuck at it over Christmas. So what you get is you get 3 frigates, which are these larger 3-mast ships, which are basically, I think they're called 5th rates. So you have 6 rates to first rate. So first rate would be HMS Victory. So these are like small warships basically. And then you get these brigs, which again like a small gunboats really, or gunships, should I say. So there's 6 of those in the starter set, 3 frigates, which meant you could kind of run a small. So I've got a French fleet and a British fleet, and then this one I've done as a merchant. So this one's kind of got although it got British kind of Royal Navy markings, it is actually the merchant one. So some of the couple of scenarios I've got a merchant vessel. So it's fairly straightforward. Now these are the colour schemes I've got. There's a guide in the book, actually, in the rule book, which is great. Actually, give you a good guide to some of the ship colours, which the French and the British were fairly similar. Just differentiated with the French with these blue kind of markings around the back of the ship as well there, and obviously the flags give it away, I guess. Whereas the Royal Navy is the same, similar yellow, but with just the red around that. And again, as the ships get bigger, you get more decks. The Royal Navy got the kind of black markings going through it as well, which I'll be doing. But I think what I wanted to focus on a little bit was the modelling, because they're not easy things to put together. The base of these is quite simple. In fact, I've got these are one of the 3rd rates that I put together, ready for painting. So this is one of the, as you can see, so you've got more guns, more decks as you get bigger. So the models are actually very nice. So this was mainly plastic, but you're able to customise it a bit with metal at the back for the name of the ship on these ones. I can't actually, what is this one? This was the Argonauts. This is the Argonaut. So that bit's not too bad actually. Putting all that together was fairly straightforward, and you get the kind of the figurehead there as well for the Argonaut. So that's fairly straightforward. And then painting wasn't too hard either. Again, I mainly used contrast paints on this. I found a good collection of colours that worked pretty well. So I did like a Zenithal undercoat, and then managed to find what I thought worked pretty well. The tricky bit is all this stuff. So you got the masts, the sails, which come in the box. Now, these are all card, and basically you bend them into shape and you put them on. And they look pretty neat actually, so they're quite nice once the model's down. You get rat lines, which are basically, these are plastic netting, so it looks like netting, but it's plastic, which you can just glue on. But what I didn't do, and I probably will do it for the more, I guess, the bigger ships, these ones, is you can do rigging as well, which comes in, you basically get some black cotton, But when I looked at the process, it's quite complicated. And it does say it's really fiddly because you're basically having to run the cotton down between all the masts out to the foremast here, and then you've got some more sails that can go here. But to be honest with you, I felt when I did these, for what I want to do and how I'm playing the game, you know, this is for me just some fun, and I've actually felt that, you know, they look pretty cool as they are. You know, I've got the flags on as well. I didn't think that I mean, it would look better. There's no doubt it would look better. And there's probably people watching this going, "Oh my God, why have you not put the rigging on?" You've probably people out there playing Black Seas with the rigging, all looking amazing. However, I had some really good fun doing this. I think they look all right anyway. I think they look nice models and for what I want to do. So I'm actually happy with this. I think that's fine. But as I say, I probably will look to give it a go on these larger, more impressive ships, particularly for the Victory and whatever. I think probably would look better with all the other rigging lines on it. But yeah, it looks pretty tricky, and I've got big fingers. So, but yeah, so managed to get the whole box done, which is unusual for me, like I say, and had a couple of games, got into it very quickly. It's a really great system. Really enjoyed playing it. So looking forward to getting that uploaded for you guys, hopefully next week. And then, so that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed that update. As I say, I'm going to do another couple of videos covering off the bolt action and the Hail Caesar stuff, and hopefully catch you all very, very soon. Thank you.